Hello guys, and welcome back to another Company Heroes 2 play from Legion Axis Spania. So today I'm going to be showing you a 2v2 sent in by Zeva Chaplin here. It's an Axis vs Allies 2v2 ranked game on Pripyat sector, with Zeva Chaplin in the blue playing as the Soviet Union, Severiski playing as the United States Forces in the yellow, and in the red we have Patros, level 53, playing as the Wehrmacht, as well as Divisional Azul 250, playing as the Wehrmacht also, Risky level 94, and Chaplin level 64. So level wise is going in the Axis favour, but again, I'll say this again, level means nothing in this game. It's all about how you play. Like, I beat people to 3-star level 100 all the time, and you've seen that in videos. It's not about your level, it's about the gameplay, and it's about your rank on the ladder. So as we see from the forces, Chaplin's going for a conscript army, not very advisable in my opinion, unless you're going for like a conscript support. He's not going conscript support, so already he's made quite a bad choice in the infantry department, because as Soviet Union everyone knows, unless you're not going for conscript support with the PPSHs and URA, etc, etc, you should always be going for penal battalions, because that's the base meta for most Soviet players. I've seen some people pull out of conscript early on, but 2 conscripts suggest to me that he's going to go that for the rest of the game. We're going to have an engagement early on. If the pioneers hug the wall, they could probably beat the conscript squad, but they're not going to do that, so the conscript squad should get a nice little win there. But because the conscripts, they can hold up, pioneers can hold out there. And Risky on the right side, pumping out with your base. Let's have a look at Risky's build. 2 riflemen and a rear echelon. This is early on, it's a better build than what Chaplin's bringing with his conscripts, because Grenadiers will smash up conscripts like I've never seen. Like I said, Minesweepers Protoss here, Patros has Patros 11 has got a MG and 2 Grenadiers and a Pioneer, and he's pinning down Risky's forces, but he is attempting trying to attempt a long flank, but as you see by the arc of fire, the rear echelon just made it in. But he didn't really need to retreat the rear echelon. There was support coming, yes, but he should never charge in. Should never charge an MG head off. It was a great placement on the MG. So, right side's going to be secure there. I don't know. Left side's going to be secure there. Right side secured pretty nicely as well. If you look at Patros's build, you can see two Grenadiers, a Pioneer squad, and he's building a second MG42. Whilst Risky's building a mortar, relatively good choice there. And if you look at purple, 2 Pioneers, which is an okay choice at the early on. If you're going to be going 1 for the flamethrower, 1 for the Minesweeper squad, that's perfectly fine. Building a bunker early on, if he's got the munitions to spare, which he does have the munitions, by all means, plant it there. It's in an iffy position because I feel like the MG is going to pierce a lot off this rubble here, so it's not going to be 100% effective, and it's easily flanked from the centre. Putting it back a bit more here would give you a wider arc as well. But he's not going to upgrade it as that. He's going to upgrade it as a reinforced bunker, so that actually could be a really good position for a reinforced bunker. It's not too far away from the front line, and he's got plenty of. As long as he has an MG back here, it's not going to get rushed. It's not too bad. We'll have a look at Chaplin's build now. How the old Soviet's doing. Still not much in the field. I don't know why. What's he not building? What's he attempting to do? Let's have a look at his base. I don't know why he hasn't bought anything else. He's got a decent amount of manpower. I don't know, he might have got a squad wiped early on, so that's a good one for the Division Azul. He's going into that heavy cover pretty nicely there, so it's not looking good for the Zeva boys over here. The Wehrmacht are proving to be a very tough side to beat. MG should just be set up. He's got nothing afraid of being it rushed. This MG should be set up here, as you already have one here, but he's trying to get it behind this medium cover. So it's a nice MG line here. This is your weak side that you need to patch up, or that's what's going to come around and flank you like a bitch. But hopefully, well, we never know. We could hold it. So getting suppressed pretty nicely. Mortar calling in, but it's not going to be enough to push the centre really. Molotov being thrown on the Grenadiers is going to cause them to retreat, almost losing another conscript squad. Michael got out of there, but he could have lost that if that Molotov wasn't thrown in. But he doesn't need to pull all the way back. He's got 1 star, so he can heal. All he needs to do is pull back to this position, med up, and he's just going to be able to attritionally beat Chaplin, who still has finally got our maximum machine gun. But as we look at what Risky has, Chaplin has, Chaplin seems to be falling behind quite heavily on the unit resources over here. On the right, Risky has managed to kind of push forward, and to believe he's at a recon. Well, that's a smoke. It's a very good smoke there from Risky. to just to push in, so we could take that. So he's going to be able to capture that, but Wehrmacht reinforcements are probably going to be on the way soon. Have they not? No. He doesn't really have any frontline infantry, so he needs to build a second grenadier, which is a good choice right about now. He's going to push forward and try and retake that. However, his adversary has got a larger arm, massively larger arm. Well, honestly, massively. Chaplin's got 2 conscripts. See, I see where he's going now. He's going penal battalions. I generally understand this, but you should never buy, as everyone would say, if you're playing right, you should never buy both. If you want an MG, you go penal battalions with Lend-Lease and you get the Dushka a little bit later, but it's a better MG. You're really going to be hurting your fuel consumption, as it's 84, so it's meh. You know, both Wehrmacht players have both gone battle. Yeah, both Wehrmacht players are at battle phase 1. And are bringing down the light mechanized companion. One's putting on the light mechanized companion. So you're gonna have to deal with a scout car, panzer grenadiers, half track even. Like I said, it's not going to be. You know, it's not. The penal's good, but they're not going to counter that very well. If you put the PTRSs on them, yeah. But then you're going to lose the majority of their infantry effectiveness. Like look at the Maxim here. It's just. They've decreased its suppression pretty heavily, but increased its arc. That is not doing much, but that's not doing any suppression here. It's just that it's tickling them, so to speak. This MG has managed to be, but it's very good satchel here, and that's bad by MG. So it's a very good satchel there, and I will have to do that. It's a good play for Chaplin. The Wehrmacht, however, is managed to push back Risky on this side. He's going to have to retreat the squad, which he does good micro. So the Wehrmacht have managed to retrieve that. Instead of going greedy for the cap, MG here, and Risky's going to walk straight into it there. And it's going to be and the second MG is being set up here, so it's now pushed Risky back even further, so we can't even tickle the points anymore. So Risky is going to have his tail between his legs quite well. Ambulance out though, so he's going to get that healing out. I suggest he puts the ambulance preferably about here, so Chaplin can just move his squads across, so there's no need for him to upgrade for the field infantry, but he doesn't have enough. So we'll have a look at Doctrines where there's not a lot of combat going on. Risky's got on Heavy Cavalry Command, which is an iffy doctrine at best. The ranges are a good shout. The field defences are alright. The combined arms and the off-smack smoke is very good. In my opinion, the Pershing is crap at armor. It's killing armor. It wipes infantry really, really well, but it cannot kill armor. It can dish it out, but it can't give. It's a bit like a Jackson. It can give out a lot of damage, but it can't keep taking. I have taken out an IS-2. Sorry, not an IS-2, sorry. I have taken out a Pershing heavy tank with a Stug. A Stug can pierce its frontal armor almost every shot. So that, if he calls out a Pershing, he's gonna be a bit stuck. Chaplin has gone for the armoured assault, so T-34A5 is a good medium tank, can take out a Panzer IV and easily Stugs. But you have to be careful because the Stugs can still pierce an armour. Vehicle crew repair training is very good, so it just gives the vehicle crews the ability to do what the Americans can do and heal their troops. Sturmovik attack and the IS-2 are both very good. The IS-2 is very expensive, but it's an upgraded version of the Pershing, and it actually can take damage. Risky's managed to mortar this MG enough for it to have to push back. Actually, I believe, yeah, it's not across the supporters team, and he has pushed. Oh, he's moved it back a smidge here, which is quite strange. I would have kept. Yeah, he's scared there's going to be a flank here, which is very good actually. He's preparing for that, and like I said, Risky's not been able to touch that. Well, I would have gone forward, maybe with the Pioneer and captured that. Maxim actually doing suppression now, but it's just going to lose to the MG here, and this squad here could easily just go and push it, well, especially with a mortar, and there's even a pattern on the field, so it's a very heavy defensive line with Panzer grenadiers here. So Purple's army is better than Chaplin's in my opinion. The pack gunner is in good preparation for the T-70 that we know is going to come, so that's all good and dandy. Weapon rack being purchased for the Americans now, so Risky's now got some bars on the field now, can do a bit more damage, doing a good flank of this MG. That MG's going to have to get the hell back. But I think this squad here is just going to get 2v1 here. It's just going to have to pull back. I would pull it back now without losing any more men. Maybe get a cheeky shot here, as it does now, and pull the hell back. You don't want to lose this squad. Right side though, the Wehrmacht on the right side has got a stable defense. It's like the bloody Stalin line. It's got Panzer grenade. Oh, the upgraded Shreks was a bad idea. There's only this early on light armor. Late game by all means, but you want all 4 of those STGs. You want them. Big push here. They're gonna push the pioneers. This flamethrower squad. I would have just gonna cheeky. Yeah, we killed the squad, and I was just gonna get the hell out of there. Chaplain needs to be very careful. This, like I said, Maxim just trap at suppression now. He needs to be very careful because now he's got this point here, so we can constantly keep on getting troops back. He tried his best. He just managed to get this pioneer out of there. Believe he saw the pack. Not sure. He'll see the pack in a minute when it gives it a cheeky shot like that. And if this guy's right, he'll do a Faust. He'll do a Faust. Yeah, there's the Faust. Here's the Faust with the double Panzer Grenadiers. That thing's dead. This thing is as good as dead right now. Yeah, and his teammates coming over with another Panzer Grenadier with British Rex, so that's dead. It's a bit of a waste of some fuel there. So Chaplin's army is still... See, however, Risky's army, in my opinion, is a lot better than the Bears army. We've got 3 units of riflemen with upgraded bars. We have another rifleman with bazookas. Now, here's my thing. Riflemen should never have bazookas. Use your rear echelon. Get a double bazooka squad with a rear echelon. That way you've got all your fighting capability with your riflemen still. You have the captain with the bazooka as well, so that's got that nice. So there is a good anti-tank there. With a Stuart on the field, this is a very good army build to be able to push back this Wehrmacht player. However, the 2 MGs can suppress all this infantry, like what's happening here. And there is Panzer Grenadier on the field with Shrek, so it can easily deal with that Stuart if you're not careful. We never got a chance to look at the Wehrmacht Doctrines, so we're going to have a look. Division Azul, the purple player. He's got the Spearhead Doctrine with the mortar half-track, the Panzer Tactician, Reconnaissance Overflight, your lovely Fragmentation Bomb, and the Great Tiger Tank, which is better. There, the IS-2 and Persian, in my opinion, just generally all around. Patros, gone for a strange one. He's gone for the Mobile Defense Doctrine. The command tank is good if you know how to use it. Ostropin reserves or a last ditch. You need to fill in the gap. The Puma is a good choice early game, and it will happily kick the crap out of this Stuart at a range. This is what you don't want to be doing. You do not want to be going to Jaxi, or you'll get shot by the bazooka captain. Main guns destroyed, and if he's one more bazooka, boom, that's dead. So good play by Risky there. Stupidly pulling the Puma that close, so it's a very stupid idea. It's just an odd doctrine. It's an odd doctrine choice. It's quite a crappy doctrine choice. It's now going to force Division Azul to send reinforcements over. Good rifle nade here. Wipes the squad. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a weird... that was that squad here, and it will all... I probably that killed a squad. Yeah, that did kill a squad and almost killed another squad. That was a sexy rifle grenade. 3-star, 33 kills. Jesus! That was a savage rifle grenade. And these guys want to go Panzer Stuart hunting, but I advise them not to because they're going to get flanked here and cut off. They need to get the crap out of there. As we do have a big chunk. Don't know why the Soviet player is sending troops there as well, because it just doesn't need to, and he's just going to ring around the roses here and easily get out of there. He's just going to get a retreat. He just tried to get around for a retreat pass, so Division Azul is definitely the better player. As we see, he's the higher rank, so he has more experience in the game in general. This all distracted Risky enough so that the Patros player can easily just push. This captain needs to get the hell out of there right now. It's just going to be in a world of pain. Cheers. All upgraded infantry here, so it is all good. And Chaplin's army is still meh. 2 3 penal battalions, a Maxim, and an engineer, combat engineer with a flamethrower. Don't know why that has a flamethrower. I think we saw one dropped earlier. And he now has the Tankov battalion, so the T-70 SU, you know, blah 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 blah. But nothing really really good on the field right now. If we see the worst player on like Patros is going against the Greater Army. The Greater Army, these two are due to switch, but he has such a good defensive position here that he's able to hold this. He's rushed it, he's skipped tier 3 for the Stucks and gone straight for tier 4. I like the idea, there's not a lot. This Panzerwerfer, if used correctly, can screw this block big time. And we'll see what happens. Penal Battalion being lost there to Chaplin, it looks like it's heavily in the Axis favour here. I don't know how this game ends. I just got sent the replay, so we'll see how this goes. Almost losing a squad that these guys need to get the hell out of there. These guys in no shape Good. The rear echelon now has a bazooka. He's now able to continue the fight pretty happily. MG just constantly suppressing, and I don't know why he keeps on putting infantry there. He has an MG. How many MGs does he have? He has one MG. I don't know why he doesn't mass up his forces up here. Do a big push like that. There's nothing stopping him from doing that. The two flamethrower pioneer squads. I don't know why you don't need two. I would always keep one in mines, but these guys aren't planting mines, which is big. The Stuart should never be sent first. Okay, the Stuart should never be sent in support. I understand you want to do a bit of a push, but I understand that luckily there's nothing there. Because Risky's army is a lot bigger and a lot more equipped and even more vetted than the better player. But you never know, you need to be careful. This is definitely the weak link here, and Chaplin is being the weak link for the Allies right now. That army is tiny. This army is tiny. He's got 425 manpower. Spend the manpower. Get a 4 peanuts. And in comes the Werfer. I don't know where it's going. Oh, it's going here. This can be a bit meh. I understand you did the recon plan, so you knew where stuff was. This better Werfer shot. This meh, you can get away with it. This meh, you can get away with it. Sort of risky setting up defences. So we now have strong defensive line versus shitty army versus strong defensive line versus shitty army. Something's going to have to budge. Risky is going to have to send support for Chaplin to bust that, and vice versa. Saying that, it feels like Patros is slowly understanding Risky's playbook here. And is that a second Stuart, or has he got the Major out yet? Has he got the Major? I can't tell. Let's have a look. The Major's got, so that's a Sherman on the field. That's going to be a great boost. And the Sherman should be sent here and bust through this line. Alright, this is bad choice. I understand you've got a lot of infantry, I understand it's pissing you off. You have a Panzer Grenadier with Shreks. That is all your AT. A counter assault now, before he gets to Shermanite's good idea. Some rifle nades behind. Just because your guys are behind here does not make them impenetrable. And as we see here, the Panzer Grenadier is almost dying there. Chaplin doesn't need to be supporting Risky in this assault. He needs to be concentrating on this guy. See, the Werfer is here, getting a bit too close. And we have a rough estimate of where everything is. So this is a Werfer flying in, I'm guessing, about here. Oh, here. It comes in here. And again, it's not his fault. He's not being shitty with the Werfer, saying that this Bobby would have been great. It's just the Werfer based, and the Werfer doesn't miss. The Werfer is very inaccurate. He's very good at hitting big blobs, but against dispersed units like this, it's not his fault. It's just the Werfer's fault. Werfer accuracy could be increased a bit, and it wouldn't be bad. Fuel consumption is very good. We have a lot more fuel caches on this side than this side. As we see, 32, 32, 38, 38. So there's a 6 fuel increase for these guys. And Division Azul, I believe, saving up Panther. He has enough manpower for it. No, he has enough fuel for it, and that would greatly help. Chaplin is decided to build every single building in the Soviet roster, which is in my opinion quite a bad thing to do. But now has T-34 85 in the field, and this is a ball busting tank if used correctly. There is a Panzer Grenadier with double Shreks. If he charges that in thinking he's just going to be able to kick ass and take names, he's going to get destroyed just like that T-7 did. Push in, gets a couple of Shreks, kills the Werfer would be a very acceptable thing to do. The Oswin is in, and is absolutely annihilating American infantry here. And I'm amazed that didn't. I think he did. But Sherman comes up on the field, needs to get out of there. Great bazooka pierce. I don't know what he's trying to do. The Stuart coming around, he's using shell shock, which is good. MG needs to go on armor piercing. He can easily deal with the Stuart. Oswin just manages to. No, he's just gonna. I don't know what he's deciding to do, and he's losing the Oswin there. So the Allies are starting to bring it back. I say the Allies. Risky's bringing it back and holding his side. It's gonna be very risky now. Needs to send the ship here, around here, and up the Jaxie of the German player. This T-34 is not going to do much at the moment, and as we see here, is he saving up for the Tiger? He could. Nah, he is. He's saving up for the Tiger. He's on the 13 out of 14. He's saving up that last little bit for the Tiger, which is a good show actually. But you need to be careful you don't get overrun in the meantime. An extra you're a little bit off the thing. So I would build another pack gun. He's not even. Where's the Panzer Grenadier is coming back into the field quickly. Just going to try and regen up here. Same here. It's a very good point. He doesn't need to pull back. So this is why he's not losing this point. And Risky's infantry is just idle right now. He could go deep in, start taking out these fuel caches if he wanted here, and here. I wouldn't try and push right now. I would just try and wait. Get some armor on the field. This guy has battle. He's only just getting battle phase 3. Personally, he doesn't have the economy support battle phase 3 buildings. So you should be getting the battle phase 2, get some Stugs out. It's American armor. Stugs are all you need. Shermans, unless you're versing Easy X, then by all means go for the Panzer. But if you're versing base American, they have Shermans, which can't seem to pierce Jack with a crappy range. But Jackson just have that range and that firepower, but just can't seem to deal. It's hard to take any damage. We have a Sturmovik coming in now, which is going to be very precarious. Panzerwerfer coming in here. This is going to hit here, I'm presuming. That was a better Werfer, instantly wiping the MG. Better jump, and it has suppressed. He is desperately trying to push, and I believe this MG has gone down, so the suppression, that suppression need, so desperately need, is going to go. Pack gun, yeah, is in range, and gets a nice shot off on the T-34-85. This is very good satchel. But doesn't detonate? That's an odd. How that's about? Oh, it must have just trained at the last moment. Blew this guy up. His second guy was here because of that. It was very, very good. So this side is still being held firm, and there is a Tiger, that Panzer Mark 6, the Tiger tank. It's on the field. This needs to get the hell out of there. Which he is getting out of there. This is too expensive to lose. Katusha on the field now is quite good actually. You know where he's reinforcing, so this is what you need to target. But this building here is going to make it difficult. This is why he built it. It's just hard to hit unless you're using mortars. And you know, he's probably going to send it back now with a nice PTRS in his hand to heal up the Kongs Tiger. The Tiger is on the field now. Risky's now preparing an assault. Base defensive line here with bazookas can hold against this guy. This is what Risky needs to do. This Tiger's becoming way too greedy. Like I said, can't penetrate the Tiger's frontal armor. This is where Satchel should be going on here. Doesn't have the anti-tank upgrade there, so it's only people. This army, I said horrible. This army's still crap. Apart from the T-34. This Tiger needs to pull back. Well, he's got the support of the AT. As you see, this Stuart's going to go down any second now. Oh my word, so lucky with that. So lucky with that shot. But this Tiger, there's nothing can pierce its armor really. It's just, I don't know why Risky's even sending this infantry here. This is also giving Patros a chance to actually say, get your arse in the gear, push. There's a stolen MG42 though, which is going to bite him in the ass. There's also a Panther on the field, so the Germans now have the superior armor. Do not get too cocky. Okay, he's not on target vehicle only. Very nice PS at the frontal armor of the T-34-85. Risk should be having more armor on the field roughly by now. He's building a Jackson 10 destroyers, what you need to do as the USF. Very good army, hasn't really lost. With all fairness, a bit overkill on the amount of riflemen. You do not need this many riflemen. You cannot micro effectively that many riflemen, I don't give you crap. If you're Dev-M, Helping Hands, Von Ivan or Lovenest, you're not going to be able to micro that crap. All of those simultaneously, so you need to be very careful. I mean, he's healing the Stuart, which I'm surprised he's kept the Stuart alive this long. Bit of luck involved in that. Division Azul knows he's the strong one, and Risky and Joplin both know this. He's just going to probably target this area again. This really could do, you know what, if you're going to have a retreat point here, you should put another bunker in, let's get a medical point as well. Has lost a mortar team, which is a shame, but meh. Engineers doing a healing of the Panzer Grenadiers using their ability, very good job there. More sandbags being played. It's just a defensive line. It's a hollowed out defensive line. This guy doesn't know that's there, but the armor's massing here. So all you need to do is when this assault happens, Patros should score through, find the hole, and go bang. Like, just take this Panther, take the MG, put the MG there, get some infantry, and go back. Risky knows that he should at least send a Sherman over here. And more Panzer Grenadiers here. Please don't upgrade them. You don't need to upgrade them. You've got one on the field. We have a Panther. Get a pack gun. This is going to be great for dealing with an American infantry. So we have a bazooka. Shot. So it looks like to me Risky's gone for a bar and a bazooka in every rifleman. Which is not a bad choice, but for your rifleman you don't really want to do that. But he has so many, so it doesn't really matter. Risky's now deciding to send his entire army back over because there's an assault going on, which is not what you want to do. You want to send your Jackson over. That's all you need. Your Jackson with a bit of support, not your entire army. And right, Chaplin needs to understand he needs more infantry. He needs a mortar. Get a mortar on the field. There's nothing really that can do. He's getting very close to another army here. What I would do, I would hold this, send this one around. This pack gun's here, so that's going to stop that in its tracks. Like I said, nothing here can pierce it. Conscripts can't do jack, and this penal needs to go a satchel, which is not going to happen. This Panther has just been eradicated by the mass onslaught of American infantry, so Patros should just really meh. Patros is the worst player here, and Chaplin is starting to get an armoured division, but he hasn't got any AT to support it. Like I see there, that bang, half of that penal battalion just died. I don't know why this guy's even. This guy's saying he got a nice double Shrek off here, actually, against the Panzer Vet here, which was a bit out. Which did at least a bit of damage just. Right, and now Division Azul is going to send his arm over here. If there was support from Azul, I would say go for it, but there's nothing here. This is how you want your Tiger to die. That's what blitzkrieg tactics now at the start. So it's just going to take a lot. And this is Chaplin's. Is that a fragmentation? Yes, it was. Looked like it killed quite a lot actually. This is Chaplin's gun. The Tiger's weak. There's one AT gun. Push. All you need to do now is push. Chaplin only needs to push, and he's got it. Chaplin needs two more penal battalions. He has everything at the back, so he needs 2 more penal battalions. Oh, at least one more penal battalion. A mortar, an AT gun, and a Maxim. And he can pierce this. Easily pierce this. You can get an SU tank destroyer on the field just for the artillery boost. But he's not doing that. He's very far. I don't know why he's all the way back here. I believe he's just he's demoed up he has demoed up this because he knows he's the Tiger. It's a good choice. He has got a lot of munitions, so I'm not using them. Same for Patros, you know. Patros could be using them to upgrade stuff a lot better, and he's got this stomach assault and just being capable of being popped. Katusha's coming. Plus Panther, which absolutely annihilated that squad of riflemen. Let's have a look at Risky's riflemen. His army is being shrunk very well with the support of the Division of Azul. Apart from the armor core, which is still it's not impenetrable. It's a Jackson. It hasn't become too big. And the Panzer Grenadiers here, he's going to have to pull back. Chaplin's in support. He should be taking one down. Risky should be the one supporting Chaplin. Chaplin should not need to support Risky because Risky's got the superior army. He's just blundering it away right now. It's a miracle. The reason why this game's going to last for so long is due to the fact that 4 points here. But like I said, the Axis have 2 points, and this Tiger's coming over here. I really don't. This guy has the manpower to build the tank. Now, I don't see why he's not doing this. Jackson. Look, yes, like I said, look at that. So he's now putting his vehicle on the tank. The Destroyer can't pierce his armor unless he goes point blank engine shot, which he needs to do. He needs to do the point. Hit this thing's engine. Hit this thing's engine. Hit this thing's engine. There's a Panther moving in as well. Hit this thing's engine. This Sherman's dead. I don't understand. You've got these things now. He's done it now. He's done this now. The T-50 Chaplin bailed him out and moved the T-34s. Which is a good thing now. So now, Risky's lost the majority of his armoured corps apart from Jackson. The Stuart's still alive, God knows how. And Azul's army has been decreased massively, but he had that fuel stock piled up. He's just going to plonk in another Tiger. Persian's ready for Risky, which I believe we're saving up for. This is crab time. Just because it's a heavy tank doesn't mean it's good. We have got the armoured piercing round, which will do something. I'm not saying this thing will wreck infantry like I've never seen it do, but against one-on-one against the Tiger, it'll lose. One-on-one against the Stug, it will win, but it will take half of its armour down. And if it misses, which the Persian misses a lot, I think the only tank that I know that misses more shots than a Pershing is a Panther, because all of a sudden Panthers think Panther crews don't know how to shoot for shit these days. Big blob here. When you know there's a Panzerwerfer on the enemy team, you do not, under any circumstances, blob up like this. I like what Protoss is doing. While Whiskey isn't here, he's laying down mines as well. Good choice. So if he tries to push, which Whiskey seems to be trying to do quite a lot of, he's going to hit mines, his engines are going to blow. It's going to be hell on earth. This Tiger needs to understand there is a lot of going. There's another Panzerwerfer going. Oh my god. It's going to be horrible. Oh. Oh, that was very good Panzerwerfer. So I mean, Pershing wipes infantry like I've never seen it do. But as I see, so it's got a big explosive shot, but you can't do jack shit against armor, to be honest. Like I said, this side's just strong in general. You do not want a Panzerwerfer, mate. You want to get Stugs. But no, you don't think Stugs are good. These things can take out all of this. This thing is crappy armor. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, and the Persian looks cool, but it's just not a heavy tank. It's got the same armor as a Panther, and the Stug can pierce the Panther. How it is instead? I said the Panther's got better armor. This armor's horrible. I don't really like it. It's very good at wiping out infantry though, so we'll see how that goes. See if he gets his money back on it. Chaplin's now got he's got a very solid tank army, but no support. But this later on, you can get away with these tanks. Pack gun finally coming onto the field. Red's army's practically been decimated, but still has more infantry than Chaplin. But as we see here, basically got a Pershing, a Stuart, not Pershing, the Stuart died. Hallelujah, the Stuart died, and another Panzerwerfer shot coming here. Double Panzerwerfer coming in. Oh my goodness, really hurting this infantry component here. But really, Red could have done to have gotten something that wasn't a Werfer. They just need to combine assault attack. This is a strong defensive line, but it won't hold against 2 T-34-85s, a Peanut Battalion, 4 Peanut Battalions, and an ISU against a Jackson and a Persian as well. The Tiger tank is good, but it can't hold that off, even with an AT gun in support. So it is one star, so the critical shot is a very good bonus. We have another Panther on the field now, so this is going to he has a strong tank strike force. His tank force could easily take out Riskies, or easily take out Chaplins, if used correctly. Like Chaplin needs to make sure the ISU is not on point. He needs to make sure the T-34s take the brunt. There's a bit of a scout here, and there is going to be called a Sturmovik assault. This should be red flags going for this guy already. This guy should know. Already sending the T-34 in headlong. Critical shot straight away is what I would suggest. The Tiger needs to get its arse over here. It knows what's coming. This is immobile. What is his arm? His armor's not doing anything. He's just microed elsewhere. He's taking his base saying, hello. I don't know, what is he doing? He's got the microed chimpanzee. Yet this T-34 is dead already. The one thing I don't understand why Risky can go like here. He's going to win. They're going to win this because of the overwhelming firepower. But they're going to take a lot more casualties than they need to. And there is Panzer Shreks here, actually. And see how hard it is for these guys to pierce this front alarm. Jackson's dead. Like Risky's army is probably non-existent, and that Panther, look at how much damage is just doing him. The Tiger's down. We all know what's going to happen. And these guys aren't going to win the armor front. Probably win the game. They'll just brute force. But it was literally a 2v1 division ladder. And hands off the guy. He played very well. Panzer Grenadiers could be microed a bit better. 80's still alive. Don't know how. And it's going to be GG there. It's probably going to be GG there. But if they're going to hold, there's a Panther coming on the field with this guy, and they're going to hold. He's going to desperately try and hold on. Division Azul has a Panzer Grenadier still on the field. I would just hit it. One more. Come on. One more. Kill it. It's a 2-star. We want to kill that. but he's not going to. Like I said, there's really no hope for these guys, but they put up a good fight. With all fairness, Patrick's being the weaker player, Chaplin doing better off later on, but his early game was really quite weak in the infantry compartment. Division Azul was the better player out of the four, in my opinion. Risky did alright. Squandered his armor a little bit in the early game, but Patros' army was not equipped to deal with Risky's infantry spam. Here, the Panzerbeck for Division Azul slowed him down a bit, but it's inevitable. ISU will easily be able to take up this one-on-one anti-tank. See, Panzer shot, you can never bounce an AT shot from a AT gun off of Pershing because its armor's so crap. There's a Panther on the field, but it's not going to be enough. There's another Panther on the field from Division Azul. But all I'm saying is, a Tiger tank and a Pershing was killed. In response, a Jackson and two T-34 85s were killed. Yes, because there was one, so a Pershing and a Tiger died, a Jackson and a T-35 85. They won, but a lot more of their armor was very badly damaged. And those Panzer Grenadiers, if microed better, could have actually killed a lot more. Even a couple of mines. If you've got this big defensive block here, put mine behind, mine behind, mine behind, just in case they try anything ballsy like they just did. So these guys should be able to just ruffle stomp through. There's a double Panther on the field, so I'm presuming they're just going to try and do one Hastara, a third. Another T-34 85 is going to be coming on the field. Patros has enough fuel, to get to Stug. The fact that he doesn't is he doesn't understand what the Stug is, obviously, but the Stug is what he needs. I will say this many times, I've won games with Stugs without even needing to go tier 4, because Stugs are a good gun. But the only thing I prefer better than a Stug is the Jagdpanzer for the only thing better than a Stug for the anti-tank for the Germans, I would say, would be the Jagdpanzer for the Okidogi, which is the gun of a Panther, and it has the range of it's a beast of a ranger. The only thing that can outrange is Jackson. Maybe I think it has the same range as a Firefly. It's really good. But as we see here, I'm going to fast forward it a bit. There's no way this game should take too long, really. Now, even though there is a decent bit of the chunk of the time left, it shouldn't be. I'm going to fast forward quite a lot of it because the rest of it is very good Panther efforts here, wiping off more of Risky's infantry. Another Jackson being called on the field, which is, well, yeah, you need some anti-tank because that Pershing can't do crap against armor, really. It seems like both sides are going to prepare one last ditch effort to try and push this side, but the Verpers are doing a good job of just beating up Risky's defense, and he keeps on building those sandbags, but we'll see how it goes. Good Katusha here. Just a decent amount of damage. More Panther Verpers, so I'm going to slow it down here. This is just a massive push. But as we see, right, we have Panthers with Panzer Shreks. Look at that! It's just all of Chaplin and Risky's armies just melt. Look at that! It's insane. Like, this is what I mean about American army. They're lucky they killed the main gun for that. And this Panther should go down to a Jackson shot. So there's an 80 gun Panther finally killed. One Panther died. The Pershing died. The Jackson just got out of its balls still up. I don't know how those two got out of there. Both damaged engine. Chaplin off both T-34s to kill one Panther. So really, 3 tanks died? Yes. 3 tanks died. A Pershing and 2 T-34 85s died to kill one Panther. And there's another Panther on the field now. So these guys have a shot of coming back here. Because the blatant... you don't just ball head on against German armour, especially when they build up a defensive position with Panzer Grenadiers, Panzer Shreks. There's even a Packen in the back for extra measure, and the Verpers are still alive. They're going to really start hampering this. If you can get a recon play here, spot this, Verper this, kill the crew, it'll be stuff. So we'll see what happens. So we'll fast forward it a bit, so we don't know how it's going to go. So we see. This Panther needs to stop pushing forward like it's a bloody Panther 4. He can't kill infantry. And the points are slowly but surely going in the Allies' favour. They still have 2 points. They lost a lot of armor. What they don't understand is they didn't need to push them. There's no strategic importance of hitting these here. If you broke them here, sure, that would have been an instant GG, but why risk it? As you've given them a chance. There's 2 Panthers on the field now. There's 2 Panthers on the field. Sorry. 1, another Panther for this guy. So there's going to be 3 Panthers on the field. And these guys are being smart and mining it up. And let's see. I'm just going to check something here. Not a single Minesweeper on the field. He's just not. You need a Minesweeper. This guy's just going to take a lot of rockets, but he went in for that deep strike kill Katusha. He'll take a bit of damage by all means, but in fairness, can I blame him? Risky's got another Persian because he doesn't understand that Persians are bad. That's just my general opinion. The community is Persian bad. If you're versing an infantry heavy guy, then yeah, go for it. But nah, he just can't seem to kill any armor, and it misses all its armor shots. His T-34 is trying to deep strike. I don't know why he's trying to deep strike. But we have another Panzer Grenadier squad here, upgrading for Shrek, so this is more AT. Not a lot of anti-infantry though. These Panthers are good, but they won't do jack against the infantry. And Risky's bazooka infantry, the only thing keeping his balls on his body still. So we'll fast forward and see what happens. Because there's just a lot of repositioning. No one wants to make the first move. These tanks really just move. So basically, I'm just gonna pause right here. If this was intended to do what I think it was going to do, Risky could just be walking into a trap. He tried to push forward. Jackson got a hit, didn't do a massive amount of damage, but he sees one damaged Panther and decides I'm just going to push in. I'm amazing. He's very lucky he didn't lose a tank then. This Panther should have gone up. Jackson having a nice shot there. Miss. See, the Panthers just seem to miss these days. This Panther is not badly damaged enough to really get it out of action. Like I say, this needs to come in to help Risky because Panthers just better. The only reason they're holding like that is because these guys just sent it all up once. Panthers are ready. The sheer amount of bazookas on the field is just stopping any advance. As we see, the Jackson just missed it very quickly. Panzer there going. Trying to push up the infantry a little bit, which he didn't really do. Panzer Grenadiers just go for a double shot. He threw the grenade with that one, so he would have lost that. Risky would have lost this if he didn't throw that grenade. Good mortar usage, so I do have to point out. Chaplain seems very cautious to advance, which is good because you don't really need to advance. We have the infantry pushing here. Like I said, these guys don't really have a lot to deal with this infantry. We've got another Sturmovik coming in, which is going to really just annoy the German supporters for the other families. And as we see, this is an infantry killing unit, doing much damage to him. But he is going to start pushing in, but he doesn't understand the joys of Minesweepers. It's going to bite him in the arse again. These Panthers need to be aggressive. I don't know why they're not. Like, Patros gets hit to do with it. And his T-34 is going to say bye-bye. And bye-bye. That goes all of Chaplin's army because he doesn't mines. Great use of mines. Just destroys the entire Soviet army. The Soviet army now has very little. Has a Katusha and one T-34 basic infantry. Patros is using this small army that he has better than the Rusk is using his entire army right now. Like, look at this Persian. He's just not doing anything. Got back in the Jackson, and the Jackson with the bazookas managed to do it. That Persian is very badly damaged. With a bit of shun. The shun was kind of 1 out of 3 shots piercing at least. Patros needs to be sending his Persian now, he's pampering now, but it's very weak. Risky's going to think, I'm going to go balls to the wall, push this, and I'm going to push. My tank's amazing. That's not going to happen. This Sherman's going to die. Boom. These are upgrading to Shreks very soon. And he's going to push these Shreks in. But this MG is just going to stop it. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. But there's a lot more American armor dying here. They are holding the points, but they don't need to be doing these stupid pushes. They really don't need to do it. It's a very, very close game. And it's slowly becoming like Patros' cult now. This is when you want to call it. This is a crappy doctrine, no matter how you want to throw it. But this is when you want to, if you want to use these guys, this is when you want to do it. I believe there's one where you can call in an Ostrom, like random Ostrom. It has an LMG. That makes it kind of useful. But the Ostrom is just good for just going in there, capping the point. If it dies, it dies. This Ostrom It's so crap. It also makes his forces bolster. Like Chaplin's out of commission right now. He's got one T-35. I don't know. He's got all this. He hasn't even got that much manpower. So I really don't understand why the manpower is just glowing on constant armor. And yet these guys, Das Azul is saving up for another time. By the looks of it, I would just go get another Panther, even a Brumbar to be honest. Yeah, the Tiger actually not a bad choice because he needs something to do damage to the enemy armor. I don't know. This FG is going to be doing a good job. This Panther, or this shot needs just one good shot. He's also going to get out of that. Panther there coming in, don't know where it's going. Ah, going back here. I think he could kill a mortar. Well, they kill half a mortar. So, nice pace there, but the Panther, this Panther needs to get his arse in here. Another Sturmovik coming in. Chaplin's finally using up the last of his reserves. Look at this, look at the amount of bounces. This one's taking 4 bounces. It's insane. Done a lot of damage to that. And just, the American army is so weak in my opinion. I just don't like. I tried to play America, but it's the army seems very weak and much easier in the Pershings, but it's very good at I don't know why he hasn't been using range. He's got a big enough infantry force now, he doesn't really need it, and the amount of stolen MG42s is disgusting. It's really disgusting. And that's just asking, I'm sorry, but that's just asking to be Panzerwerfers. Which, I don't know, where's the Werfers? Is that blue? Is that on the recharge? Yeah, he's doing it now, he's spotted. Oh, he walks back into it. Oh. He's lucky he didn't lose a squad of infantry. But the devastation of a well-coordinated Panzerwerfer, and the Katyusha's not doing as much against them. But this, I do have the point, this is constantly bouncing really hurting. Like, it looks like the Allies are going to slowly start winning this, but what cost? They've lost a lot of armour. Like, I can imagine the Americans having, not the Americans, the Actors having a more bigger damage dealt. Look at that! Boom! It's just, the 90 gun can pierce its frontal armour. It's so big to Pad 40, I understand. Just pierces his armor so easily. I like using the Pioneer here at the site. It's a good idea. I like it. Panzer Grenadiers being moving. Patros is not Division Azul is doing good. Patros is now got his army back on the basis of Ostrupin alone. Chaplain still hasn't built any extra infantry, but 3 penals is not enough. Not enough at all. Oh, great Werfer again. Is he going to go for it? Oh my word! The pin. It's pinned. It can't get in it. Oh. It'd be cool if he somehow managed to grab that. That would be insane. If he kills the crew, that'd be also very funny because he'll lose all his veterans on the unit as well. Is that a bazooka on the? No, that's a rear echelon. I was thinking, is that a bazooka on the crew? That would be pretty. It's been a very fun battle to watch, but it's just atrocious how much Allied armor has been lost in unnecessary assaults. But the Germans have done some colossal mess ups as well. Like, Patros has had a crappy army build the entire game, and some of the Micron Division Azul has been a very good player. I'm nothing wrong with the guy, but he's Micron in some of his army, and his Panzer Grenadiers, and when he got pushed over here, it was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. He could have killed a lot more. That's the one time the Axis, the Allies are flank. You don't understand where the flank is. I think they're very scared because it gets mined up. And that's the Jackson dead. Because this pack gun is just starting to rack up kills. Is that the second armor kill? Oh, one vehicle. That's the one vehicle. Jackson taking a shot. Jackson, he needs to start using his armor PS. This Panther wasn't death wish because there's so much there. You're lucky he got out of it. It's very lucky. Nope, it's not going to get out of there. It's going to show its arse. So it's dead. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Probably maybe a bomb for the move his tank. But it was still a stupid move to do it. There's no hard hitting units, so the Panzer Grenadiers are good against the armour, but it's going to be GG for the Allies here, I think. But yeah, it's miraculous how they did it. I think if it was 2 people, if Division Army was then that's around the Allies. Oh my word! That Panzerwerfer! Oh, so savage. Let's look at the Panzerwerfer. 3-star, 74 infantry kills. Risky. Stop blobbing, please. Oh my god. See, Risky's infantry was up to here. He's lost so much, and I reckon we're going to see that in his death. Yeah, I think Chaplin's not going to show up as not losing much on the field. This is purely because he didn't build much infantry, which is he should have really built more infantry. The armor loss there. He's lost a lot of armor. All that he seems to be losing. All the Jacksons always need to be on kill, only like anti-tank. These guys have the right. The guys, the Panthers are on a full tank. This is a big push here. This MG is just not going to be enough. Maybe these two get a nice double Shrek here. Nope. What do they do? Oh, very nice double Shrek. The Allies are desperately the Axis are desperately trying to push this, but there's just too much Allied armor. The Werfer's recharged now, so maybe Werfer here. Oh my god, please Werfer. Werfer here. Werfer here. Werfer. Werfer it. Please Werfer. Just want to Panzer Werfer here. Oh, please. All you need is a Werfer here, and you can win the game by just being more comfortable. This isn't going to die. Oh, here's the Werfer. Oh. Oh, why would you move it? The infantry blob was here. Why was it here? It was a shit Werfer. You could have killed this entire blob with Werfer. Where's Red Werfer? Red Werfer's dead. Red Werfer's dead. Oh my god. This kid is lucky son of a gun. One Werfer here. This is not how to capture him. This is please anybody watching. This is not how to capture him. This is not how to capture him. Okay, I'm just gonna point to her right now. You lost so much infantry by just grenades and mortars, and this Werfer could have killed the whole lot. He's so lucky. He captured them, but he lost a lot. And that's probably gonna win him. So we'll fast forward. Desperately trying to capture it in time. Desperately, he's just gonna run the penal there. And that's GG. Well played to both sides. So unbelievably heavy losses of the infantry there. So we'll quit the match. A win for Chaplin and Risky here. But the main point I want to get across is I'm not a pro player. I never pretend to be a pro player at this game. I'm an okay player at this game, but I'm not a pro. The main point is, at the beginning, Chaplin could have needed to build a bigger army to take on the German. He needed at least 1 to 2 Maxims. A mortar in there would have been great. At least 3 to 4 penal battalions, but he had conscripts and then switched to penal battalions by building the other building, which is not what you want to do. You make a choice. If you want an MG with your penals, you do not build the MG building unless late game and you need it. No, you don't do that. But what you need to do is pretty simply just get the Lend-Lease Doctrine, or there's another one. They give you Duster and use that. The M4C is also a very good tank and kills infantry and armor very well. It's a bit inaccurate. But like I said, like I anticipated, Risky did a lot of armor damage actually, but look at those losses. 2 or 8. How did Chaplin lose 2 or 8 by only having 3 squads of infantry? I will never know. But Risky, 2 or 7 losses to 2 or 8. Germans, 2 8. Patros was the weaker player and did roughly the same amount of time. See, both weaker players did around the same amount of damage as we see here. Chaplin did a lot more kills. Like those Katyushas really started backing up those kills for him. He did very well in the late. He did a lot better in the late game. But the main point is, if you're going to take anything away from this game, Chaplin and Risky, is 2 things. 1, never attack German armor from the front. Even with on 1-1s, which you did have, you killed the arm, but you lost a lot in the process. Number 2, Minesweeper. A Minesweeper is your best friend. It's a rear echelon or a combat engineer. And even if you OKW Minesweep, and you can switch it on, switch it off, which is good because it's an expensive unit, and it saves your ass so many times. Like the amount of, he lost his entire army. He lost a T-34 and a IS-2 to mines. Majority. He would have taken some damage and been able to pull out, but because he went off the mines and the engine was damaged, that's what screwed them up. Division Hazel had the right idea, but he was winning a losing battle. Division Hazel was holding the team together. When he got double teamed by Chaplin and Risky, there's no way they were going to win that game after that. Even with the stupid push they did, they lost half their allied armor. They couldn't push. They tried the best and they fought to the end, so valiant effort there by the Axis. Division Hazel was okay, but his micro could do to be improved on quite a bit, in my opinion, when it comes to getting attacked. Panzer Grenadiers could be microed a bit more. Patros just didn't understand unit preservation. As Wehrmacht losing 204. That's a lot of units he lost, and most of them killed by Chaplin. And Chaplin's Katyushas and Risky's Pershing probably got a lot. Oh, let me look. I'm on Risky right now. Did Pershing get? No, his Pershing wasn't even on as the top one. Let's have a look at units. Pershing. Vehicle damage was 8100. The M4C Shermans did more. and they were both produced. Look at that. How is that? It's unbelievable. 92.58 to M4C Sherman. Pershings 81.90. Lost one. See, over. If we look at the armor, lost 2-1-1. So he lost 4 tanks. Chaplain. How do I select Chaplain? Chaplain units. Pat 40, that's pretty funny. 40, 30, 45s lost. A Katusha and a T70. So this T70 just suicided at the early game, if we remember. Let's have a quick look at the graphs. We'll see. If we take away the weaker players, the stronger players were doing alright. This is when Patros got double teamed at the 36th minute. It was a very good game. Well, that 36, he got really hampered. If we take that away and look at the Soviet play, look at that. Both at the beginning of the game they did both crap, and then Chaplin split up, and these are the same up until the 24th minute where he just started to lose and lose and lose. I see, but the Ally, that is when he charged with his IS-2 into the minefield and died. And he did come back up, and he did get up, but it was a bit of a fuck up with the minefield and everything. But overall, well played to both players. There was both room for improvement on both sides, and I hope by watching this, most of you have learned valuable lessons of Minesweepers and the usefulness of mines. So thank you guys for watching. I've been Legion Expania. I hope you enjoyed this play. Leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you later.